The Police Officers Association of Connecticut and the Stamford Police Association want to make sure that Connecticut first responders and their families are protected. Many first responders were exposed to toxins following the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Joining us now, 9/11 legal advocate Michael Barasch, along with Suzanne Greene, to share her story about her husband who responded after those 9/11 attacks. I want to thank you both so much for being here. Susan,
thanks for covering it.
Thank you.
Thank you both so much. And Susan, let's talk to you first about your husband, Walter.
They were ordered in down there, and he responded. He was down there helping out for months and months and months. He loved what he did, and he wouldn't have done anything different, but he did get sick years later.
Right, and he ultimately lost his battle with these toxins. How long was that journey for you?
He got sick in 2016, and he died in 2018, May 31st, 2018. He had just finished he was 28 years in the state police.
Well, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
And so appreciate your family's contributions to our nation. Michael, can you tell us a little bit more about why this is so important to families like her family and so many others here in Connecticut?
Okay, well, thank you for asking. First of all, it's not just first responders. We're trying to get the word out there to the thousands of responders, whether they were ordered like Suzanne's husband or whether they volunteered. Thousands of firefighters and cops from Connecticut came down to World Trade Center in the weeks after 9/11 just to help out. But also tens of thousands of Connecticut commuters worked in Lower Manhattan. They were all breathing the same toxic dust as the New York City firefighters. Not surprisingly, they come down with the same 68 cancers that have been linked to the toxins, and still many of them are dying. So we're trying to draw attention to the fact that there is a July 29th deadline for anyone who lost a loved one or got one of these certified cancers more than 2 years ago. July 29th of this year is the deadline for these people to register a claim. The Connecticut commuters and responders are entitled to free health care for the rest of their lives if they get any of these respiratory illnesses or 68 cancers that have been linked. And if they do die or they get any of these certified illnesses, their families are entitled to significant compensation, but they must register by this July 29th to protect their legal rights.
And Susan, I'm sure you are wanting to reach out to some other families as well. Sadly, your husband lost his fight, but there are so many others who are still suffering today.
Yes, every day someone is passing away from this horrible illness or illnesses that they're getting from being down there. And I would honestly say to people that if you were down there, just at least, even if you're not sick now, you may get sick later. So you really need to just go and see if you're able to get a number. Michael's group can help you do that. If not for you, do it for your family.
Suzanne, that's such a great point. Even if you're healthy, protect your rights, protect your family by registering now, because the law requires 2 affidavits from eyewitnesses who will say, I saw Walter volunteering or working down at Ground Zero or working at Goldman Sachs or as a secretary somewhere else. And those witnesses may not be around in 10 or 20 years when you get sick. So protect yourself by getting those affidavits and registering now.